600,000 people go missing in the United States each year. Tens of thousands remain mysteriously missing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mysteriously Missing. I'm Karen. Justine is working on another project, and when that is ready to be launched, we will announce that. Today, we have Carl as a guest. Welcome, Carl.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
This case is about Tyler Gorrell, and he went missing on August 3rd, 2018.
This episode retraces Tyler's last known location in Denver, Colorado, to where his vehicle was later located in Summit County. His car was abandoned at the Rock Creek Trailhead in the mountains, approximately 75 miles west of Denver and 10 miles north of Silverthorne, which is a small town of about 4,000 residents. Silverthorne is at 9,000 feet elevation.
So a brief description of the case. Tyler was 33 at the time of his disappearance, and he went missing in Silverthorne's back country. Tyler left his home on Friday, and he was last seen in the vicinity of West 10th Avenue and Hazel Court in Denver. His family was expecting him to show up at a family event, but he never arrived. On August 9th, his gray Ford Escape with a license plate number LUQ838 was found near the Rock Creek Winter Trailhead near Silverthorne. An extensive search turned up no indication of his whereabouts, and he is presumed to have gotten lost or injured in the area. And we were wondering if maybe he had stopped in that little town of Silverthorne on the way up to the trailhead to maybe buy supplies. But I'm sure the family and sheriff's office have checked this out.
Tyler was 33 years old when he went missing, which would make him 34 today. He's described as 5'8" to 5'9" tall, with hair that falls around the middle of his back, and he usually wears it in a ponytail. Tyler weighs about 200 pounds, according to the Summit County Sheriff's Office, with brown eyes, and he is Caucasian. He has a tribal-style tattoo on his back just below his neck.
So a tribal tattoo can have a spiritual meaning. Some are intended to act as protection, and we're wondering if he had a Native American background or just embraced a tribal culture. He may have been carrying a gray backpack that his brother gave him as a present. We don't know what kind of gear he might be carrying. Alex Gorrell, his brother, has stated. No one saw him that morning.
One comment on Web Sleuth's website reads, "I've known Tyler as an acquaintance for several years, and my impression of his character is that he is a nice, normal, honest person, easygoing, friendly, and professional. He has maintained a good long-term job. I have always considered myself to be highly perceptive, and I have never seen any red flags with Tyler. I last saw him about 2 weeks ago, just before he went missing, and he seemed the same as always. Anyway, I am worried about him and hope he is safe and found soon."
His brother stated he's very strong. He's in good shape. I think he could survive in the mountains for a while. But Alex admits Tyler isn't a frequent hiker, and it's unusual for him to go on a hike like this. Tyler is somewhat familiar with the Summit County trails as he hiked them before. Alex described his older brother as a kind and quiet man who loves being an uncle to his 3 little girls. He's a hard worker and in decent shape since his job with FedEx involves a lot of walking.
However, Tyler isn't the type of guy to take a multi-day hike through the wilderness, and he's not the type of son or uncle to miss a family vacation. "We're worried about him," Alex said. "He hopefully just got lost hiking."
There was also a comment by a woman, Lily. "This breaks my heart. He used to come to deliver at my job. He is a wonderful person. I hope they find him safe." So now let's begin with a timeline. August 3rd, 2018, a Friday. Tyler was last seen near his home in Villa Park. Villa Park is in the vicinity that includes the location we mentioned earlier, West 10th Avenue and Hazel Court.
It was reported that he missed his family vacation. Per a Web Sleuth comment, his family was expecting him for a function in a nearby county, but he never showed up.
August 9th, Thursday, 6 days after he was last seen. The family searched his house and went through his papers, but they couldn't find any sign of where he'd gone. Alex, his brother, asked the public if anyone saw the dark gray SUV on the Friday he went missing.
And then the next day, the Summit County Sheriff's Office and Summit County Rescue Group were notified that Tyler's vehicle was found at the Rock Creek Winter Trailhead in Summit County. It was actually the use of location data from the Denver police that gave searchers an approximate area for the SUV. Alex, Tyler's brother, and Alex's wife were part of the team that found the 2017 Ford Escape on Friday morning. Otherwise, we'd still be at home not knowing where he went, Alex said.
Now Saturday. Summit County Rescue Group had several teams looking along the trails from Summit County to Boulder Creek, plus some of the mountain lake areas. 2 dog teams, one from Summit County and one from Park County, were used in the search. A Civil Air Patrol aircraft was also deployed to look at areas above the tree line.
Summit County Sheriff Fitzsimons had met with Tyler's family and assigned detectives from the sheriff's office to work with investigators from the Denver Police Department. Assigning Summit County Sheriff's Office detectives to a missing persons case like this is a routine procedure for us, Sheriff Fitzsimons said. The Summit County Rescue Group's training, dynamic work ethic, and commitment to the mission gives me a lot of hope that we can find Tyler and bring him home to his family.
A flyer was posted at the Rock Creek Trailhead for missing Tyler. We have things like this happen all the time, said Sheriff Fitzsimons. Hopefully, like an older gentleman who simply got lost in that maze of trails, this is a case of someone just getting lost. You can get really turned around on a lot of trails on the Gore Range if you don't know where you're going.
Charles Pittman, the mission coordinator from the Summit County Rescue Team, stated that they have not found any trace of Tyler since they started their search. He said, "Right now, we have no more information about this guy. We had a lot of teams in the field covering all manner of trails and lakes around the Gore Range. People have been handing out flyers on the trails, asking people to look out for him. We're going to start again tomorrow with more ideas on where to search and how to search differently." His last known location was the Rock Creek Trailhead, but past that, we're in a bind.
Mr. Pittman pointed out that Tyler might have gone off the grid on his own accord, and that it isn't a crime to go missing on your own. However, if the search turns up nothing soon, the sheriff's office may undertake a deeper search, including looking at Tyler's credit card history, cell phone tower data, and other law enforcement resources to help track him down. If we can't find him soon, we might try to use those tools to narrow down the search area and help focus our energy, Mr. Pittman said.
The family kept handing out flyers at trailheads along the Gore Range Trail and the Eagle's Nest Wilderness. Summit County Search and Rescue Group also continued its efforts in that area Monday.
Alex told 9 News, "I just want him to come back. Just come home. It kind of builds. You start and think he's just not in touch. He'll call back soon." That call never came. We went to his house and got extremely worried, and that's when we brought in the police. It was absolutely terrifying. Alex called Tyler's friends, work, and looked at his bank records, all in the hope of finding some clues as to where he went. I had friends start posting and sharing his picture so we could get it out there. I had a feeling he was not in Denver.
Alex said, "If I take some time to sit and think about it, it gets a lot harder." He spent the last day of his family vacation standing at the Meadow Creek Trailhead in Summit County, passing out flyers with his older brother's picture on them. "Please keep an eye out for my brother," he told a hiker. "He's been missing for over a week." When another group passed by, he said, "If you see anything, take out your phone and drop a pin."
Charles Pittman said they'd had dozens of people on the ground for the search. The Civil Air Patrol has also helped. Multiple dog teams were involved as well, and one search dog picked up a scent in an area on the Gore Range Trail, about 3 miles from where Tyler's car was parked. Pittman said that's where they'll resume the search on Monday. No other clues were found. He's very strong. He's in good shape, Alex said. And he works for FedEx, as we mentioned, so delivering your packages, you move, lift, drive, and walk a lot throughout the day. So I imagine he is in good shape.
Yes, you need quite a bit of stamina for that job. Alex continued, I think he could survive in the mountains for a while. If I take some time to sit and think about it, it gets a lot harder. Alex also said Tyler isn't a frequent hiker, and it's unusual for him to go on a hike like this. Still, he has hope.
And here's an audio clip of Alex, Tyler's brother.
And keep thinking that we're going to find him soon. And if Tyler can hear it, and there's a lot of people here who really love him and want him to come home. If you're stuck somewhere, be strong and we'll find you. And if you're not stuck and you're just embarrassed that you've been gone too long, just come home and we'll forget about it.
Then on August 14th, a Tuesday, and this was just 11 days after Tyler was last seen, the Summit County Sheriff's Office and Summit County Rescue Group decided reluctantly to end the search for Tyler. Since the start of the search, 72 people put in 510 hours in an attempt to find Tyler. Additionally, 11 dog teams have provided a combined 67 hours along with 2 days of flights by the Civil Air Patrol.
More than 21 square miles were searched and included primary hiking trails in the Gore Range from Silverthorne to Boulder Creek. About 200 flyers had been distributed, and more than 100 backcountry hikers were contacted about Tyler's disappearance. But no evidence has been found, and no sightings have been reported. 2 dogs did show interest in an area on Gore Range Trail, about 3 miles from where Tyler's vehicle was found. No evidence leading to Tyler was found.
So with a complete lack of clues as to the location of Tyler and no indication from the general public that he had been seen on any of the surrounding trails, the group made the decision to suspend the search. If credible information surfaces that there was a likelihood of someone seeing Tyler or his belongings in any particular area within the county's backcountry, the rescue group will reinitiate the search. Until such time, the sheriff's office will continue to work with the Denver Police Department to determine where Tyler could be.
Although we have suspended the active search for Tyler, the Summit County Sheriff's Office has detectives assigned to this case who will continue to work closely with the Denver Police Department to find him, said Sheriff Fitzsimons. As a parent, it breaks my heart that Tyler's whereabouts remain unknown. I remain committed to bringing Tyler home.
The Summit County Rescue Group would like to thank Triple Creek Ranch and the Pebble Creek Ranch for providing access to their property during the search. In addition, Vail Mountain Rescue, Douglas County Search and Rescue, El Paso Search and Rescue, Larimer County Search and Rescue, North Fork Fire Rescue and United States Forest Service, the Civil Air Patrol, and the Summit County Sheriff's Office all provided major support in both personnel and hours.
A NamUs case was created for Tyler on September 26, 2018.
So, wondering what happened to Tyler, there's an interesting website called 14ers.com. There was a comment on there that said, hiked the Gore Range this past Wednesday, 8/22, and found an abandoned tent, poles, batteries, and sleeping bag in a stuffed sack about half mile from Harrigan Creek. And that was heading south towards Boulder Lake. Another 0.5 miles south up the hill a bit, we came across a gray and blue JanSport backpack with seemingly everything in it, but everything was saturated by the rain. We estimate it must have been there in excess of 48 hours. And that was posted on Saturday, August 25th, 2018. And then another comment on August 26th, I hiked to Upper Slate on Saturday and passed all the gear that you describe in the location you also described. When I hiked out today, the pack was still there, but I didn't see the other items. I thought it was super odd for the pack to have been there 24 hours. 2 other hikers were passing the pack today when I was, and we decided to see if there was any identification in the pack. There wasn't, but there was a camera with pictures from 8/12 to 8/13, including some of Tyler Gorrell's missing posters and a red truck with a described backpack in the bed. So maybe it isn't his pack. All this was reported to the Dillon Ranger Station via phone and email. Fingers crossed it has a good ending. So with these items being found, I guess they absolutely searched these items out to make sure that that wasn't Tyler's gear.
The weather was 62 degrees in the daytime and 44 degrees at nighttime in Silverthorne, with possible light rain throughout the day.
So with light rain throughout the day, it could get a little rough hiking. And one person did report that area, the interior of the Gore Range, is very rugged, and some off-trail areas see very few people.
So the search was Saturday, August 11th through Monday, August 13th, and then called off Tuesday. 3 days doesn't seem like enough, even though it was an extensive search. There were no receipts or evidence in his car as to why he went up there. Could he have hitchhiked out?
Some other possibilities. It was odd that not one person saw him in that area, though that comment that we just read said there were few visitors. Why would a young man with a good job who enjoyed being an uncle go missing? We never know what goes on in the minds of individuals. Was he forced up there from his home? The police didn't seem to report that there was anything suspicious from their investigation.
His personal Facebook page has been memorialized. It appears the family is assuming he's deceased and is not in an active search anymore. Each family handles this extremely difficult situation differently, and we respect that.
Anyone with information about Tyler Gorrell or his whereabouts is urged to call the Summit County Sheriff's Office at 970-668-8600 or the Denver Police Department at 720-913-2000. And we are very sorry for this family. Our good thoughts are being sent to all of Tyler's loved ones. So thank you for joining us today, and thank you, Carl.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.